One and one for all. We stand at the ready for our country's call. We never back away from the chance. For glory for our king and for France. We're all for one and one for all. Pledging honor to the throne. When danger appears, then you're one of the musketeers. Then you're never alone. When the evil out of sight works behind the scene, plots against the queen, then the musketeers unite with D'Artagnan's sword. All for one and one for all, pledging honor to the throne. When danger appears and you're one of the musketeers, then you're never alone.
Pray tell me, what kind of animal is that?
It is my horse, good sir.
Oh, is it really? I thought it was a donkey.
Sir, you can think what you wish. Good day. I won't waste my time arguing with you. I'm on my way to Paris to become one of the king's musketeers.
Oh, if you're going to be a musketeer with that horse, then I fear greatly for the king's safety.
I say, innkeeper!
Yes, sir.
What is this swill? It tastes like dishwater.
I'm sorry you didn't like it, monsieur. I'll bring you another if you like.
But I've already told you that this is garbage water. Why on earth would I want another one, you clod? Andre, see if that's milady's carriage.
Yes, monsieur Rochefort. Coming up your street at this very moment, monsieur.
And none too soon. I don't know how much longer I can stand being in this village of idiots.
Some oats for you, a bit of dinner for me, and we'll continue on our way to Paris.
I am sorry, sir.
Out of my way, you clumsy child.
Oh. You did not have any cause to do that, sir. I said I was sorry.
I'll teach you to talk back to me.
I think you've already taught him quite enough, monsieur.
I don't recall asking your advice on this matter.
You did not, sir, but I'm giving it anyway. I saw what happened. It was a simple accident. Neither your fault nor the boys. Yet you punish him. Now I advise you to leave him alone, lest I should have to punish you.
Oh my, but our young friend has a big mouth. First, I shall deal with this young brat. Then you.
You shall deal with me first and leave the boy alone.
He challenges me to a duel. You see, I told you this village is filled with idiots. I do not often fight with fools, but in your case, I shall make an exception.
My lord, is it wise to fight this loudmouth when we are on urgent business for the cardinal? If our reason for being here is discovered by the king and he learns of the cardinal's plot against the queen, we could all be in danger.
Do not worry yourself, Andre. I'll make short business of this upstart. Oh, but how am I supposed to duel with you? If my sword pierces your heart, I'll be accused of slaying a child.
Fight me, sir, or I shall accuse you of being a coward.
You go too far, boy. This boy boy handles a sword with some knowledge. Still, a little knowledge can be dangerous, as you shall learn. Now, who is the coward? Come out and fight me like a man. So, my boy, you do not like being called a coward any less than I.
It was your laughing insults that started this duel. Now I'll wipe that smile off your face.
Oh, Andre, why did you do that? I need no help against this mouse.
Milady was growing worried.
She is right, of course. Our business is much more important than this bit of amusement. Get this boy out of the street. The game is over. I will speak with Milady. Stand guard out here. Milady, it is a great pleasure to see you again. Cardinal Richelieu asks that I give you his warm greetings.
Thank you for your greetings, Monsieur Rochefort. But there is something else you can give me.
First, let me see what you have brought for me.
In this box lies the means with which Cardinal Richelieu can convince the king that the queen is not worthy to sit on the throne of France with him.
Excellent. With the queen out of the way, the cardinal will be the only person in France to whom the king can turn for advice.
And no doubt the cardinal's advice will hasten the day when the king himself loses his crown. And how long will it take after that day before the cardinal takes the throne for himself?
The cardinal will remember your part in all of this, milady. The queen's diamonds, which the king gave her on their wedding day.
How foolish of the queen to have betrayed the king of France by sending the diamonds to the English Duke of Buckingham.
And how clever of you to steal them from Buckingham. The queen will feel the executioner's axe once the king realizes she is in love with a duke of our enemy, England.
And now, monsieur, I believe there is the matter of my payment.
Payment in full, milady.
You mean the diamonds are for me?
With the compliments of Cardinal Richelieu.
Well, I never thought. How can I express my thanks?
By returning to England until the Queen has been executed and taking the diamonds with you, so there is no chance of them being found.
As you wish, Monsieur Rochefort. I'll sail on the evening tide for England.
Then I bid you farewell, milady.
Do you think he'll survive?
I do not know. He was hit pretty hard. Ow!
See here! Let go of my wife!
Ow!
I'm sorry, sir. I thought she was the villain I was sword fighting with.
He's out in the street below, and the sooner he's gone, the better.
He's escaping! He'll not escape my blade! Come back! I'm not finished with you yet! I've my honor to defend! Very well. They've made their escape. But I vow that one day, that scoundrel and I shall meet again. And now, off to Paris, where the Musketeer's life awaits me!
Musketeer, did you ever hear anything so ridiculous?
3 crowns, my young friend. And the only reason I'm giving you that much is because the horse's color pleases me.
Done. Take good care of him. He's served me well over the years. Goodbye, old friend.
Yes? And what do you want?
I assume I have the pleasure of addressing Monsieur Bonacieux. I hear you have a room to rent, sir.
Indeed I do. And a fine room it is, especially suited for a gentleman such as yourself.
My name is D'Artagnan, sir. I understand this apartment is only a short walk from the Musketeers' barracks?
The Musketeers? I don't need any trouble here from the Cardinal's men.
Why should there be trouble?
You are obviously new to Paris. I'll tell you why there could be trouble. The king has his soldiers, and the cardinal has his. The two armies are constantly fighting with each other.
But the cardinal is the king's trusted advisor.
And because he is so important to the king, the cardinal has convinced his majesty to allow him to surround himself with his own personal army. A foolish mistake on the king's part, if you ask me.
Hello, Father. I'm so sorry I was late coming back from the market, but it was so crowded today.
Yes, Constance, this is Monsieur D'Artagnan. He seeks to rent a room.
A pleasure to meet you, sir.
And a joy for me to make your acquaintance, Mademoiselle Constance.
Yes. Well, that will be enough of the pleasantries, get to our apartment, Constance, and begin making lunch. We were talking about your renting a room before you became so intrigued with my daughter.
Do not blame me, monsieur. Who could resist being intrigued by a creature of such beauty?
True. But she is not for the likes of you. One day she will marry a titled lord. You see, my Constance is the seamstress to the queen herself. Not only that, but the queen considers my daughter to be her personal friend. They share all sorts of secrets together.
I'm very impressed, monsieur. But now, as to the room, I must quickly close our business as I have an appointment with Monsieur de Treville at the Academy of the Musketeers.
Yes. Well, I suppose I shall let you rent the room. But no sword fighting, you hear?
I understand, sir.
When I was but a child, I knew your father very well, D'Artagnan.
He has always spoken well of you, Monsieur Treville. Father said there are only 3 in all of France whom I should obey without question. The king, Cardinal Richelieu, and Monsieur Treville.
Well, he got 2 out of 3 right.
What's that?
A joke, my boy, and a sad one at that. Things have changed since your father was a young man living in Paris. The cardinal has become ambitious. Although the king considers him his friend and advisor, it is clear to many that the cardinal is no friend at all.
Then the rumors I've heard are true.
If what you heard is that the cardinal has raised his own army and is poised to move against the king at the right moment, then you have heard correctly.
What can be done?
Not much. The king will listen to no one who speaks against the cardinal, except for his wife, the queen. She is the last voice of reason. If Cardinal Richelieu is able to remove her...
But surely he cannot remove the queen.
Nothing is beneath him. But why talk of such things today? Today we have the happy business of admitting you to the Academy of Musketeers.
Then I'm to be accepted?
Yes, by all means you...
What? It's him. Excuse me, Monsieur Treville, but I've a score to settle.
A score to settle? Not with Rochefort, I hope. The boy will never live to be a musketeer if he picks a fight with him.
He may have escaped me in the village, but he won't... Get out of my way! I'm in a hurry!
Well, see here. No one talks to me like that.
No, I've no time to talk to you in any way.
Then perhaps you'll talk to my sword later, when you do have the time.
Name the time and the place, sir. Then let me go about my business.
I shall meet you at noon behind the Carmelite convent.
Very well. And what is your name?
Porthos.
And I am D'Artagnan.
The young have no manners these days. But we will teach him some, won't we?
I can't let him escape again. Stand aside!
Stand aside indeed. Listen, boy. I'm Aramis of the King's Musketeers. You can't.
Since you are not the king himself, I cannot waste my time worrying about you. Now stand aside.
I'll cut you down where you stand for speaking like this.
A true musketeer would understand the importance of a matter of honor, which needs to be settled and not stop me.
Very well. Settle your matter of honor. Then I shall settle mine with you.
When and where?
Behind the Carmelite convent at the hour of noon.
I will be there.
So, remember when you were lunging... Oh! It appears it is I who must be on guard against an attack from the rear.
I've no time for joking this day.
But surely time for an apology.
Stand aside, sir.
On guard, you rude pup!
Is every musketeer at this academy determined to stop me from tending to a matter of honor?
No musketeer would stand in the way of such business. But I do demand we too settle this insult you've given me. Noon.
Behind the Carmelite convent. Yes, I know. Who was that musketeer?
Only Athos, the head instructor in swordsmanship to student musketeers.
No, he can't have escaped again.
Escaped? Don't tell me you meant to duel with Monsieur Rochefort.
Yes, the dog insulted me yesterday.
You'd better forget that insult, boy. Rochefort is second in command to Cardinal Richelieu. Come to complain again about musketeers fighting in the streets.
Second in command? What could such an important man be doing in a small village in the countryside?
Carrying out some plot of the Cardinal's, no doubt. But since there's nothing you can do about it, you'd be better off not to worry about it.
Yes, I've got enough already to worry about. A duel against 3 musketeers.
I tell you, the boy ran into me first in the stairs, inside the academy. Thus, I have the right to duel him first.
Be reasonable, Porthos. Once you've finished with him, there won't be anything left for Aramis or myself.
You're wrong, my dear Athos. As it is the lunch hour, and a delicious roast duck waits for me, I do not have a long time to waste on this young sprout. I'll merely carve a few holes in him and leave the rest to the 2 of you.
Very decent of you, Porthos. But as I am the oldest of us 3, I demand your respect in letting me go first.
I have the solution to your problems, gentlemen. I will fight all 3 of you at the same time.
Well, I'll give the boy this. He knows how to jest.
On guard.
You take the jest too far, young man.
Then to battle, and we shall see who is laughing when it is done.
He has an interesting form. Crude, but interesting.
Allow me, Aramis.
Oh, if this is the best the Musketeers can offer, then I'm disappointed.
Never speak ill of the Musketeers, boy.
Speed and grace. Rather impressive in one so young.
Even more impressive in one as old as yourself.
A wit as sharp as his sword.
Musketeers fighting again.
And they know very well that the Cardinal has forbidden sword fighting in Paris. We take no orders from the Cardinal.
You'll sleep in the Cardinal's jail tonight.
Oh, 3 against 6. I like these odds.
4 against 6, Porthos.
This is not your fight.
Then I shall make it my fight.
What a clever boy. By fighting our enemy, he has made us his friends.
And friends always come to the aid of friends, don't they? Oh! Well, that'll teach you to fight in a coward's way.
Down!
This D'Artagnan insists on fighting with 2 soldiers the way Porthos insists on gobbling down 2 turkey legs and leaving us with none.
Very well, Aramis. I'll only fight one of them. Yeah. Ah!
I see now that this is no battle. We're simply tailoring the uniforms of the Cardinal's soldiers.
Aha!
A fine battle. I'd like to see the report they make to the Cardinal.
Yes, but what about our duel?
Oh, too late now, D'Artagnan. We're well into the lunch hour. There's a time for dueling and a time for eating. Come on and join us.
I would be honored, gentlemen.
Come along, then.
Let's go. I have seen the Queen's diamonds with my own eyes, Cardinal. Milady has stolen them from the Duke of Buckingham's palace.
And my spies were right. She did give the diamonds to him, proving without a doubt that the Queen of France is in love with the English Duke.
With the diamonds safely in Milady's hands, all we need do is prove to His Majesty that the Queen no longer has them.
Leave that to me, Rochefort. I have a perfect way to force the Queen into admitting she has given the diamonds away. The King is not a man who enjoys being made a fool of. He will have her head for this.
And your last true enemy at court will be eliminated.
I will make my move against the Queen this evening, just to make sure no one comes to her defense. Have my army go forth immediately and arrest as many of the Queen's friends as possible.
On what charge, Your Eminence?
I do not care what the charge is, Rochefort. Just see to it you get as many of our friends out of the way as you can. After she's been beheaded, we can let them go.
Yes, Your Eminence, it shall be done.
Oh, Monsieur D'Artagnan. I did not know you were still out.
Good evening, Mademoiselle Bonacieux. Oh, I've had a long day. Meeting with Monsieur Treville at the Academy, dueling with 3 musketeers, finding and buying myself a new horse.
Dueling? With 3 musketeers? But I thought you were to become a musketeer.
It's a long story. I won't bore you with it. And how was your day, Mademoiselle?
Oh, long as well. I was just down here waiting until...
Waiting for my return?
Oh, you think very highly of yourself, Monsieur D'Artagnan.
Nearly so highly as I think of you, Mademoiselle Constance.
Mademoiselle Bonacieux!
Oui, I'm Mademoiselle Bonacieux.
You are under arrest. You're to come with us immediately.
But what have I done?
You'll be told of the charges when you are placed in your cell.
You should speak more politely to a lady.
Don't give us any trouble, boy.
Monsieur, you have not yet learned the meaning of the word trouble.
Oh. Wait! I told you no fighting!
Oh, they came to arrest me, Father.
What? Arrest my daughter?
You've wasted enough of my time! Do you yield, sir?
I yield, monsieur, but I am under orders from the Cardinal. I shall return with more soldiers to arrest Mademoiselle Bonacieux.
You had better bring the Cardinal's entire army, for that is the only hope you have of taking this girl from my protection. Now go!
Oh, D'Artagnan, I have never seen such courage.
You inspire me, mademoiselle.
Save your fancy words for later, D'Artagnan. Those soldiers will be back to arrest my daughter.
But what can we do, Father?
Your only hope is to go to the castle, to the Queen. She is your friend. She'll protect you, Constance.
I'll take you there myself.
The Cardinal may suspect this plan and have the castle guarded.
Let him guard it with 1,000 men. He will not stop me from delivering your daughter safely into the Queen's hands.
What is the meaning of these?
We've orders from Cardinal Richelieu to guard the castle's entrance tonight.
Guarding the castle is musketeers' work.
As of tonight, it is also the work of the Cardinal's soldiers.
Since we cannot get past the entrance, we shall go over the wall. Hold on to my shoulders, Constance.
Hold there, musketeer!
You hold there, soldiers.
Oh, please help us, Your Majesty. They came to my father's house and tried to arrest me. D'Artagnan was just trying to.
Your Majesty, this man breached the castle walls.
A strange entrance, to be sure, but he brings my seamstress to me.
We have orders from the Cardinal to arrest anyone who...
I am giving the orders here, unless you prefer we all take the matter up with my husband.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Leave us.
Your Royal Highness.
Your Majesty, may I present Monsieur D'Artagnan, a student at the Academy of Musketeers.
Rise, D'Artagnan. You were wise to bring Constance here. Richelieu has been causing problems for many of my friends this night. You shall both stay in the castle under my protection until this matter is resolved.
I thank you, Your Majesty.
I think a ball is a wonderful idea, Cardinal. We haven't had a party in the castle for a long time.
Yes, it will allow us to forget at least for a moment the unpleasant coming war with England.
Now, Richelieu. The Queen assures me the English don't want war with us.
Speaking of the Queen, she should be especially pleased about the ball. It will give her a chance to wear those splendid diamonds you gave her for your wedding.
Another excellent idea. As a matter of fact, I was wondering why she hasn't worn them in so long.
Maybe she's lost them.
What? Impossible! Those diamonds are priceless. They belong to my mother, you know.
I'm sure the Queen has her own reasons for not wearing them, Your Majesty. Perhaps she just doesn't like them.
Yes, we'll just see about that. Guards! Guards! Bring the Queen to me, and I mean right now.
You have no need to send for me, Louis. I have come to speak with you. Cardinal Richelieu has had many of my friends and advisors arrested. I demand an explanation for this.
And I, madame, demand to know why you haven't worn the diamonds I gave you for our wedding.
I might as well tell you now, Your Majesty, before the Cardinal does. I have sent the diamonds to the Duke of Buckingham.
Buckingham? You sent my mother's priceless diamonds to the Duke of a country that plans to make war against France?
I thought the diamonds belonged to me, to do with as I pleased.
Now I understand why you have been begging me to make peace with England against Cardinal Richelieu's advice. You're in love with this Duke of Buckingham.
You do not understand, Your Majesty.
Then explain why you sent him the diamonds.
Alas, I cannot.
Richelieu, take her to the dungeon, lock her in a cell, while I consider what to do with this unfaithful wife.
I'm coming. Constance, what's wrong?
The Queen has been taken prisoner, D'Artagnan. She is locked in the dungeon. She has confessed sending her diamonds to the Duke of Buckingham.
To our sworn enemy? Why would she do such a thing?
I cannot talk about it, D'Artagnan. I gave the Queen my promise. But I can ask you to go to the Duke and tell him what has happened. He's the only one who can save her now.
Go to England? To the land of our enemies? To plead for the life of a queen who has betrayed her husband?
Please, trust me, D'Artagnan, and trust the Queen.
But to go to the Duke of Buckingham...
All I can tell you is that the Queen's life is in his hands, and in yours. Where are you going?
To England, of course.
Here he comes. Ready?
Yes. Now. Most disappointing, Porthos. I did think young D'Artagnan was to be our friend, and now this business.
Yes, well, what can you do, Aramis? He's only in this for his own glory.
Yes, and he seemed like such a nice young fellow.
Here now, what's this all about? I am your friend, and I'm more than willing to share any glory that comes my way.
Oh, pardon us, Monsieur D'Artagnan. We just heard about your, exploits of last night.
Single-handedly fighting off 50 of the Cardinal's finest soldiers?
And then whisking Mademoiselle Bonacieux off to the castle and storming past another 100 of Richelieu's men so he could deliver her to the safety of our queen.
Very well. Have your little joke, if you will. But if it doesn't stop now, I won't tell you about the vital assignment I am on for the Queen. Worse still, I won't let any of you come along with me to England.
A secret assignment for the Queen?
England, you say?
Do tell us, D'Artagnan.
With any luck, we should make Calais before dark and sail for England on the evening tide.
We'll convince that dog Buckingham to give the Queen back her diamonds, even if it takes the tip of our swords to do it.
The Cardinal soldiers!
I was beginning to worry that we'd get out of France without having at least one good fight. All for one, and one for all! My goodness, how do you expect to fight if you can't stay on your horses?
These are dangerous times for Frenchmen to be making the voyage to England. With our two countries nearly at war, I usually only carried cargo and English passengers returning to their homeland.
With fortune on our side, Captain, we shall soon be the ones returning to our homeland.
Good luck, my friend.
You must have faith, my Queen.
How can I trust anyone, Constance, when my own Louis put me in this cell?
Cardinal Richelieu must have somehow found out you gave your diamonds to the Duke of Buckingham and told the king about it. If only you would tell the king.
No, Constance. Remember the promise of silence you made to me.
Yes, Your Highness. My only concern is for you.
Sometimes a queen must be concerned for others besides herself.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You must leave, mademoiselle. The queen is allowed no more visitors.
But why?
Because the king has decreed that she is to be executed.
No, please.
There, Constance. Some things cannot be avoided. Swear it to me that you will keep your promise and remain silent. Swear it to me, now.
Swear it.
There must be some mistake. I ordered no acrobats to come to the castle.
I'm sorry, my lord, but they said they were sent a message from the Duke of Buckingham to come to the castle at once. I'll have them escorted off the grounds. We've waited long enough. Either the Duke wants to be entertained, or he doesn't.
Now see here, I'm the Duke of Buckingham, and I have ordered no acrobats. So if you'll be so good as to leave the castle...
Excuse me, my good Duke, but as long as we're here, I'll entertain you anyway, with a short story about a lady living across the English Channel who sends her greetings. Frenchman! Gentlemen, there are only two of them. Please, allow me.
Who sent you, Frenchman? What plot does Louis and his cardinal hatch against me now?
Louis does not send me, monsieur. I come asking help for his wife.
On guard, Frenchman!
Except that now she is just another prisoner in the king's dungeon, put there thanks to Cardinal Richelieu's plot, which revealed that she had sent her diamonds to you.
Then she is in great danger.
In danger of losing her head to the executioner's axe, unless you will help her.
How do I know this is not but another of Louis's tricks?
I do not know why the Queen gave you her jewels. But I do know that her life rests in your hands, as my own now rests in yours.
Leave us. You also. I do believe you are here to help that fine woman who sits on the throne of France. But I fear there is nothing I can do.
And you have no idea who stole the diamonds?
None at all. Your queen was generous enough to send them to me because of the terrible debts that I owe. She asked me to sell them so that I might save myself from ruin, but I could not bring myself to sell them. Only recently did I learn they were stolen.
One might well question such a gift from a married woman to an unmarried man such as yourself.
That is not your concern, Musketeer.
The Duke is right, Athos. Our only concern should be getting the diamonds back so that we can... The woman I saw in the village with Rochefort.
You met with Rochefort, Cardinal Richelieu's advisor?
I did, and I stole the diamonds given to you by that French queen you love instead of me! Help! Help! Frenchmen are trying to kill the Duke!
They'll get them! Get them!
Stop! Stop this second! You're fighting the wrong enemy!
Away from here! Quickly!
Raise the drawbridge! Stop that carriage and bring Milady to me. We have much to speak about.
Surely you don't think I enjoy doing this. You cannot think I want my own wife to be beheaded.
I don't know what you think of me any longer, Louis. The Cardinal has filled you with such ideas that you listen to him before you listen to me.
Tell me you did not send Buckingham the diamonds.
I cannot, for I did send them.
Even if you did, lie and tell me you did not.
What good would our marriage be if it were based upon a lie, Louis?
And what do you call carrying on with the Duke of Buckingham?
I call it my own business.
And I must do that which I have not wanted to do. Tomorrow, you shall meet with the executioner. If only there was another way, Richelieu. I do love her.
Ah, but she has failed you, and to have done so with a man who was native born to the country of France's greatest enemy.
But I love her, and I believe she loves me.
Is it love for her to give royal diamonds to an English duke? You have a responsibility to all of France, Your Majesty.
You're right, Richelieu. You are right.
Come, it's time for us to go, Your Majesty.
Music to my ears. Soon the Queen's pretty head will fall.
We beg entrance to the castle.
Pass, farmer!
Hold where you are! I recognize this man. He is no farmer, he's a musketeer!
The man does have keen eyesight.
You have been a good friend, Constance. Don't cry for me. You know this is for the best.
Once more, save your own life. All you need do is deny giving Buckingham the diamonds.
My husband, I cannot.
Then it shall be done.
Musketeers! Not only has the Queen betrayed you to the English, but your musketeers are on their side as well!
I cannot believe that, Richelieu.
Buckingham!
Protect the King! Take them prisoner!
At last we meet again!
I shall not make the mistake of sparing your life this time.
I told you D'Artagnan would not fail you.
But to bring the Duke here, he has endangered Buckingham's life.
That will be enough! you are truly loyal to the king, then you will not destroy his wishes. And the king does not want Rochefort killed. Is that not true, Your Highness?
Yes, it is quite true, Richelieu.
I serve my king.
How do you think you serve me by bringing this enemy of France to my castle?
He is no enemy of yours, my king.
And you are no wife of mine, madame. Not when you make it clear to all present that you know the Duke of Buckingham on sight by calling out his name.
And why should a sister not know her own brother on sight?
Brother? Sister? Is this true?
You've put your life in danger.
As you did in trying to save me from debtor's prison by sending me your diamonds.
Buckingham is your brother?
Yes, Louis. Our father in England feared revolution when I was young, and I was sent to France. My brother stayed behind. As things worsened with France, he could not reveal that he was the brother of the Queen of France. I am so sorry I could not share this secret with you, but I feared for my brother.
And I am sorry I did not trust you, my wife. You have shown great courage coming to France to help your sister. Trust that I shall keep your secret. And should any word leak out on this matter, all present, and I do mean all, will be severely dealt with.
Thank you, Your Majesty. But if I might ask one more favor, listen to your wife when she asks you not to make war with England. The English do not want war any more than the French.
I will think about this, Buckingham. Were we all as noble as you, we would have peace for all time.
The diamonds, Your Highness.
Perhaps they can serve to convince the Queen to accept my apology and help her brother at the same time.
Oh, Louis.
Once again, my brave musketeers have shown their worth.
Not quite, Your Majesty. You see, young D'Artagnan here is not yet a musketeer.
As of this moment, he is.
And forever, D'Artagnan, shall you be my favorite musketeer.
Enough of women, D'Artagnan. We have adventures to live.
Duels to fight,
Turkeys to eat.
all for one and one for all!